Oh, hi, y'all. Welcome to Nikki's World, where my podcast show will give you viewpoints and insight that others will not give. I'll talk about like what's current, what's on the news, what is out there, and I will always cite sources and I always cite facts and news links so y'all know what I'm actually talking about. I give you my viewpoints and opinions, and if you want to hear what I have to say, what's on my mind and all that, I let y'all into my world and let y'all hear and listen to what I'm thinking and what's going through my mind. So if you love stuff like that, tune into Nikki's World twice a week, where you'll get 2-3 podcast episodes a week on what I talk about and what's on my mind. So thanks for listening, and let's get on with the show, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, y'all? Let's do this. Oh, hi guys. Welcome to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host, and today, guys, we got to talk about a topic that is across the pond in the UK over the murder of 3 girls by a Muslim immigrant. And then now you have the UK police threatening to extradite far right extremists from America for posting stories about this, highlighting this, and we're going to talk about that and so much more. But before we go any further, guys, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, seriously, y'all, seriously, can y'all please consider donating a cup of coffee for me? Because for a price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and Cumberland Farms, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories, more topics like this to talk about. I do accept Bitcoin donations. I am on Locals, guys. If you guys want to support and sponsor Nikki's World, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, seriously, y'all, please hit that like, subscribe. Please give me a review. Good, bad, and the ugly. Also, guys, I do have a bunch of affiliate links, including Minds.com. Minds.com is the free speech alternative to Facebook. So if you value freedom of speech and your right to speak freely, sign up on today on Minds.com. Also, guys, I do have an adult diaper referral link. So if you know anybody who has incontinence, who needs to wear adult diapers like I do, you can buy them at North Shore, and the link's in the description below. Also, guys, I do have a link to burner.com. So if you value your right to self-defense and you want something less lethal, but you want something to defend yourself with, you guys can buy a burner gun in the link in the description below. And before we get this show on the road, literally, guys, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nikki's World, seriously, y'all, seriously, please consider sharing this across all the social media platforms that are out there today. Woo, wee, woo, wee, woo. All right, guys. All right. It is Saturday, August 10th. I am diapered up as always in my North Shore Megamax diapers, and I have my onesie from Little's Laboratory. So they're great too, guys, you know. So let's get on with the show, shall we, today? I got a bunch of stories this week that were hitting up on my RSS feed, okay? And this came across the pond in the UK where three girls were brutally murdered by a savage Muslim immigrant, okay? Three girls, okay? This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when leftist liberals, with their open borders policy, import third world Muslims who can't be westernized, commit horrific crimes, and then you're expecting us to like go, oh, no, no. That's what's going on in the UK. The UK has been importing so many Muslim immigrants there that they've become third world. They've become a third world country. They have. And now the murder of three British girls in the UK, and the person did that, the Muslim immigrant, and you expect the British citizens to to sit on the sidelines and do nothing? I got news for you, man. I got news for you. People are speaking up. People are rioting. People have had enough with the socialist liberal commies that are taking over the world, that are trying to destroy the world. Yeah, people have had enough. And I tell you this, even here in America, Elon Musk is taking a stand against the British socialist liberal commies over there, telling them like this: fuck you, motherfucker. You know, if you don't give these people the right to speak, we're shutting your ass off. If I were Elon Musk, I would do that in a fucking heartbeat. Cut off cut off Twitter from the British government. Let them figure out a way to post their shit on other platforms. Let them figure it out. But to the far right protesters in the UK, you have our support in America. You have our backing. We will highlight the stories for you. Even as the UK commie police over there is trying to crack down on you people, arresting you for even mentioning it, we will post it here in America. We will highlight it here in the United States of America. And you know the funny thing is, the the British police commissioner and this guy like this guy by the UK police chief commissioner, by, you know what I mean, by the name of like Mark Rowley. He's from the London Metropolitan PD. He said like this: he's willing to go like extradite Americans and arresting them for highlighting the riots online. I like to say this to Mark Riley over the UK Metropolitan PD. Try me, motherfucking asshole bitch. Try me, bitch. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, your laws don't apply on American soil, bitch. Your laws do not apply. We will talk about your riots in America, bitch. You don't like it? Go to your fucking crying room. You ain't if you try that here in America, Mark Riley. I mean, not Mark Riley. If you Mark Rowley, if you try that here in America, Mark Rowley, we're gonna repeat 1776 and the War of 1812 all over again. We've done it once. We'll do it again. It's that fucking simple, bitch. It is that fucking simple. The fact that this guy says that, oh, we're willing to extradite American citizens for highlighting the riot. That's what we do here in America, fucking bitch. You don't like it, Mark Rowley? Go to your fucking cry room, bitch. For that matter, any UK officer, any British police officer that threatens you with arrest and extradition, and you're an American citizen, tell them to go fuck themselves and say, I'm an American citizen. Our laws are our laws. Your laws do not apply on American soil, bitch. It is that fucking simple. We'll tell them off like that. Because you know why? This London Metropolitan Police Commissioner by the name of Mark Rowley has threatened Elon with arrest. Elon is the most powerful guy on the planet. He could literally shut your access to the internet and social media, and he could probably what? He could probably what? Disable your electric cars? I'm telling you, man, this guy doesn't know what he's playing with here, man. He knows he can push around the right wingers in the UK because they have no recourse, they have no Second Amendment, and these glorified security guards who pretend to be cops, who I would literally in less than like 5 minutes go 2 rounds of WWE on them, and then by the time I'm done with them, they'd be sitting in a fucking ICU ward. Yeah, they would. They would. They would. The fact that these sissy cops in the UK want to threaten Americans for highlighting their riots is so laughable. I was literally like laughing in their face. I was going like this. I was going like this. Boy, you socialist liberal sissies and commie sissies in the UK, you think you're gonna threaten us Americans with arrest for highlighting your riots that we're exposing you protecting the Muslims instead of you protecting the British citizens? I'm I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this, guys. It is so laughable. It is so laughable, man. It is so laughable that these UK police departments will threaten Americans, knowing that I live in the United States of America, have the First and Second Amendment rights. That means freedom of speech, freedom of the press. And if these UK socialist liberal commies don't like it, they can go off themselves for all I care. They can they can go off on themselves. Okay? I don't give a flying fuck of your feelings, of you saying, oh, you shouldn't be highlighting the riots. Oh, you should be nice to these Muslims when they're butchering, murdering your ass, and basically turning your country into what? Tehran or Afghanistan? And you think that's okay? This is why I go like this. This is why I go like this. To the right wingers in the UK, keep up the fight. If these UK cops come after you, don't worry. We will highlight the stories in America. And to the UK right wingers, you have a haven on my platform here. You have a haven in all the American alternative social media platforms. You have a haven for freedom of speech here. You have a haven here. You're more than welcome to come here and speak freely. Okay? You're more than welcome. We will shelter you people. We will protect your God-given freedom of speech rights and help you get your right to bear arms. We will help y'all. The fact that you have a sissy prime minister, you know, that you have this prime minister in the UK by the name of Keir Starmer, who looks like a butler, you know, saying that he will target British citizens for promoting violence. You know what? How about we target him for basically violating their free speech rights, their God given right to speak freely? How about we go after him? I think Elon Musk should cut his internet access off and cut his social media access off right there. How about that? You want to target right wingers for highlighting the riot and showing the problem? But instead, you want to go after people who are highlighting the problem, but you're ignoring the Muslim guy with a knife stabbing people like that? No, man. The UK has fucking fallen. If I were the right wingers of the UK, start taking the page from the IRA and take back your country. Start reading up the history lesson of of Northern Ireland and the IRA army. Start taking history lessons from them, and then start taking your country back. It's that simple. It is. It's that simple. Start taking your country back. Because I'll tell you what, these UK cops who want to threaten Americans for highlighting the riot, come over here. Come over here. Come over here. In fact, come over here and try it, bitch. We'll make you relive 1776 and the War of 1812 all over again. Or in fact, we'll bring 1776 and the War of 1812 to your shores. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Because we're willing to do that. We're willing to do that. And I'll tell you what, we've done it once. We'll fucking do it again. And when we do, the British Empire the British will never have power ever again. There'll never be a dominant player in the world. The fact that the fact that you got right wingers who are going after you got like the fact that you got UK cops going after right wingers, arresting them for highlighting the problem and speaking up about it, just goes to show the UK cops are a bunch of sissy ass pussies who, if they were to try that here in America, say New York City, Boston, Chicago, LA, the UK cops would get their asses kicked in less than 2 seconds, and the American cops would be sitting there going like this. They be laughing at them and going, they be laughing them right out of the fucking country. The fact that these cops, they want to act like these cops in the UK, they want to act like, we're all piggy bad and all tough and all this shit. But then the only thing they carry is what, a fucking taser and all that? They're fucking, and a baton. While over here, we have Glocks. We have Colt 1911s. We would fuck them up before they even saw us. And you know what they say? Let me know when the British Redcoats show up, because that way we'll repeat 1776 right in front of them. We really will, man. But the fact of the matter is, guys, the fact of the matter is that the United States of America is a beacon of freedom of speech. We get to say whatever we want, whether you like it or not. Okay? And this is an example, guys, of Democrats in America who want to bring that style here to America, where they say, "Oh, you can't say this, you can't highlight this," and then have the like have their version or our version here, like the FBI would come to your house and arrest you for highlighting this. This is where we have the Constitution and what we call the First and Second Amendment. See, the Constitution was designed, and thank God for the framers. They were designed to restrain government, not to restrain people. That agreement said to the government, you can do this, and this. That's it. That's it. That whatever's on that paper, you're allowed to do. Anything else, fuck you, hell no, no fuck way. It's that simple. Okay? That's why I thank God for framers of the Constitution and for the founding fathers of this country, man. Namely General George Washington and also President Washington. Thank God for him, man. Thank God we live in a country that you can say stuff like this. Hell, if I were to say stuff like that in the UK, London, or whatever town in the UK, I'd probably be thrown in jail by now. But thank God I live in Connecticut in the United States of America, where I have the First Amendment right, the freedom of the press to say what I want. Thank God I get to say that. Thank God. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I thank God that I can say all these things, that I live in the greatest nation on earth, and I can say this, okay? Thank God. Thank God I live in a country where I can carry a gun. I can defend myself. Couldn't do that in any other country. But thank God I do. But thank God. That's why I'm glad I live in America. But the left in this country wants to be like the UK, Australia, New Zealand, or Canada. But I go like this. To the leftists in America, you want to live like them? We're more than happy to fly you there. We're more than happy to throw you to the Canadian border. We're more than happy. We'll take the freedom loving people in this country. We'll take the people who love freedom and liberty. We'll take those people. But the fact of the matter is that you got this London Metropolitan Police Commissioner who's threatening to extradite Americans for their First and Second Amendment rights in this country, and he has the fucking gall to say that, oh, UK law also applies broadly, including the internet, including wherever you are. Someone should go up to him, punch the motherfucking lights out of him, smack his ass so far upside the head that by the time I'm done, he'd be looking at being in an ICU ward. Yeah, and tell him, bitch, this is the United States of America where we have the First and Second Amendment rights. And we have freedom of speech and freedom of press. And if you don't like it, get your fucking ass across the pond. It's that simple. It's that simple. But I'm going to say like this to all the right wingers who are getting harassed, hounded by the UKPD, start learning PGP. Start learning encryption. Start encrypting your texts, your emails. Okay? start encrypting your conversations. Start learning to use VPNs. Start learning to encrypt your posts. Start learning it. Because when you got fucked up governments like that in the UK who are arresting your own citizens for merely highlighting what is going on and telling the government, hey, you should be going after these people. But instead, they're going after you for highlighting that. This is where I say like this. You UK citizens should rise up, arm up, and take back your fucking country. It's that simple. Take back your country. Your country is overrun by far leftist lunatics who, in my opinion, should have been overrun by now. Should have been ran out of the country for all I care. They should have been run out. Okay? They should have been run out for all I care. Yeah, they pretty sure. The fact that they want to do this and this London Metropolitan Police Commissioner is threatening Americans uh, for highlighting the riot, it's like I laugh at them in their motherfucking face. I laugh at them and I go, you you fucking assholes don't know what you're talking about, bitch. You assholes don't know what you're talking about. And the fact that you have the fucked up prime minister that he's going to target and arrest British citizens for promoting the riot or talking about it makes me think like this. Maybe the UK citizens should highlight and promote and talk about his stupidity, okay, and maybe embarrass him globally. Yeah, that's why you got that Argentine president. He said like this, he will never talk or sit in the same table with communists. He will never. And I agree with that. I agree with that, man. The fact that you got like cops in the UK going after people for highlighting the riot, trying to take their country back. Glad I ain't in the UK because I would definitely go to war. I would definitely go to war with the cops. I would go like this. Does does anybody from the Irish Republican Army still alive? Do they have that playbook? Maybe it's time to dust that off and start bringing it back again. I would do that in a fucking heartbeat. You know what I mean? I would. But you know what? I don't need to because I live in the fucking United States of America, the beacon of freedom and liberty. And to all the right wingers in the UK, if you want to come to a freedom loving country of the United States of America, we will open we will open the doors for you wide open, man. We will bring you in, man. We will bring you in. Let the UK burn with their Muslim crap. Let them burn. You know what I mean? Let them burn. And I tell you what. And I tell you what. And I'll go one step further. In my opinion, Scotland should just secede from the UK. Just break away and say, after this shit with the Muslim crap, this is why we want to break away from you. You know what I mean? Northern Ireland would probably be the same thing. They'd be like, this shit. This is why we want to side with the Ireland. We're gonna side with the Ireland. And Ireland has that same problem too, by the way. Ireland has that problem where like they've been importing third world, and now the people have had enough, and they're rising up too. A lot of countries are getting sick and tired of importing third world. A lot of countries in Europe are getting sick and tired. Poland, Poland and Hungary are one of those two. They've gotten sick and tired that they've actually put a border wall, and thank God for the Polish. They have a Polish border guard that will actually go interior and hunt down illegal immigrants and and drag them across the border. And they don't give a shit about your rights, your feelings, and they don't give a shit about if you're protected by an NGO. They don't give a flying fuck. And that's why I go like this to the Polish and the Hungarians. Bravo, guys. Bravo. Bravo. You guys are a beacon for which other European countries should be following. But you know what? They're fucked up lunatic liberal socialist commies have overran their countries, and now they're importing third world. They become third world. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. But the good thing about the good thing of watching all that. Let them all burn. Let them all burn. Because when people have had enough, and when people have had enough of those socialist liberal commies, I hope they overthrow their government and kick them to the curb or throw them out into the ocean and say, "Nope, we don't want your ass. Bye." Kick them out. Kick them out permanently. I hope they do, man. I hope they do. I hope they do. I hope that like the right wingers in the UK take the page from the Irish Republican Army and take their fucking country back and literally fight back. Literally. I hope they arm up. I hope they arm up and fight back. Take their fucking country back. You know what I mean? I would love to go to UK when Margaret Thatcher was there. Man, her and Ronald Reagan did wonders for both their countries. But I tell you right now, man, Margaret Thatcher would probably be rolling in her grave if she saw what happened to the UK. Yeah. Mm. But I tell you this much. But I tell you this much. The UK cops, they can't threaten my ass. They can't threaten me with arrest because I'm an American citizen. American law, I'm protected. I'll give you one story, guys. I had this one UK tranny a long time ago. She faked being an intersex person. Called her out. I not her. Called him out. I had told him, you ain't intersex. Tell me what diagnosis. He couldn't tell me. He said, no, I'm intersex. I had this and this and this. Then I told him he's a tranny, a liar, and a fraud. But then all of a sudden he went to the UKPD, tried to get the UKPD to arrest me. But then when they found out I'm an American, they were like, sorry, they can't touch that because you know why? In the United States of America, we have freedom of speech. We have the First Amendment right. We have freedom of the press. And that UK tranny probably has a hissy fit, temper tantrum going, why can't you just arrest him? Why can't you extradite him? Their country, their law. Same thing. You can't, same thing. Any other country, if they talk about that riot and all that, they're going to say like this: our country, our laws, even though it was highlighted as an international news and people are talking about it, you can't arrest them for it. That's and plus besides, it's in our country. They can talk about it. we have no we have our laws say they're free to speak up. You don't like it? Tough fucking fuck shit. It's that simple. That's why I say like this to Mark Rowley, who's that London Metropolitan Police Commissioner. Let me give him the double barrel middle finger and say, go fuck yourself. And if you ever try to arrest an American citizen for their free speech rights, even though we're protected by American law, we're willing to repeat 1776 and the War of 1812. We're willing to spank your ass so badly that we'll make 1776 and the War of 1812 look pale compared to y'all. We're willing to do that in a fucking heartbeat. You know that? We're willing to do that. But I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm telling you this right now. These UK cops are weak ass pussies. Even I have law enforcement friends in America who tell me that if they ever try their brain of policing here in America, thinking that they can threaten, bully, and intimidate to arrest someone, they'd get their asses kicked. They would they would be pummeled so badly that by the time all said and done, they'd probably have two broken legs. They'd be that their trachea would be so fucked up that they'd be on a breathing tube for the next 6 months. Yeah, they would. They would. But this is why even our American cops, they respect that we have free speech rights. That we can say what we want because we have the Constitution. But the UK cop doesn't understand that. But he thinks he can threaten and intimidate people like Elon Musk. I'm like, I'm like, boy, you're messing with the wrong asshole here, boy. You know what I mean, boy? You are playing with fire, and that's the kind of fire you don't want to play, boy. Because I'm telling you, man, they're playing with the kind of fire they don't want to play with. You know, they are playing with fire. But sadly, though, guys, sadly, I feel sorry for the right wingers in the UK for speaking up. They are using their God given right to speak up, and then because they live under this tyrannical socialist commie thug in the UK who is like arresting these people and who is basically like throwing them in jail for speaking up. Speak up, UK. To the right wingers in the UK, speak up, speak louder, because we Americans need to hear this too, and we Americans will defend your rights. Okay, we Americans will defend you at all costs. We will defend your right to speak freely. Okay, we will defend it. All right, we will. That's why I tell people like this, and I tell people like this: we will defend freedom and liberty, no matter where, no matter where we are in the world. We will defend freedom and liberty. We will take down tyranny, no matter how bad it is. Even if we have to fucking kick the front door and take it down and say like this, we will take them down. We will literally do, man. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, guys. I'm gonna tell you this. As a freedom-loving American citizen, I thank God every day I wake up that I live in the United States of America, where I have the free speech rights. You know what I mean? I thank God every day. But to the right wingers of the UK, keep fighting, guys. Keep fighting. And if they try to take you all out and try to throw you in prison, don't worry. We Americans will highlight the story. And if the fucking UK cops want to threaten us Americans, I'm gonna say like this to them: threaten us, and we're gonna bring 1776 and the War of 1812 to your doorstep. don't want you don't want to repeat that because if we do repeat that, it ain't gonna be so nice. We ain't gonna be nice, and we ain't gonna be cordial. Okay, we ain't. That's why it's like this. We kicked the British out of North America. We kicked them. We really did. Although we should have kicked them all out of Canada, but that's a whole other topic that I'll debate over. You know what I mean? That's a whole other topic, you know? But like I said, guys, like I said, that UK cop, I laugh at him in the face saying, "Oh, we're gonna go after you keyboard warriors. We're gonna go after you like commentators and all this stuff." Well, some of us conservative libertarian commentators are Americans. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Try to threaten us with that shit. Try to threaten us with it. Because we're gonna tell you like this. We're gonna tell you to fuck off. Because American law, we as American citizens, American laws apply. Your British laws don't apply when you're on American soil. Sorry, bitch. It's that simple. Yeah, it is. It's that simple. But the fact of the matter is, guys, the fact of the matter is, I live in a country that has freedom and liberty. And thank God for that every day. I thank God for that. I thank God that I live in a country where I can speak freely. I can speak for and against my government. I have freedom of the press. Okay, I have the right to bear arms, which probably what will make the sissy UK cops cry because I can literally take a gun and defend myself, which is that simple. Yeah. And the sad fact is, these UK cops would not last a single day in America because we would beat them up so fucking badly, by the time it was all said and done, they would be fucked over upside the motherfucking head. They would be. And I tell you this, guys. And I tell you this, I'm glad I live in a country where I can speak freely. I'm glad. I'm glad I live in the United States of America where I can speak freely, where I have my constitutional rights, where I have my God-given right to speak freely. I thank God for that, man. I really do, man. I thank God for that every day, man. Because I tell you what, guys, I tell you what, I live in a country where I can speak freely, where I can say my God given constitutional rights. Don't have to, government in this country can't take that away because that's constitutional, you know what I mean? Because then if you try that, I can go to SCOTUS and say, look what government's trying to do. And SCOTUS can spank government upside the head and say, stay in your lane. Yeah, it's that simple. It is that simple. But the fact of the matter is, guys, you have the commie thugs in the UK who are trying to trample people's right to speak freely. You do, and it's kind of fucked up in a way. Okay, it is kind of fucked up. It is, but the fact of the matter is, this UK cop can threaten all he wants. He can threaten till he passes out. But if he's going to realize that, oh shoot, Americans, their laws are different. They even though the story broke internationally, their laws are different. They can talk about it all they want, but but we can't do anything. Their law. So he's gonna realize that. He's gonna wake up and fucking realize that, oh shit, you can't do that to us. You can't threaten Americans like that. You threaten Americans like that. Oh, oh. They're gonna say like this. Sorry, dude, you cannot threaten American citizens with arrest and extradition for what they do in their country is illegal. So the UK Metropolitan PD can go off themselves for all I care. And if they ever try to do that, and if they ever try to come after me in the United States of America, we're just gonna tell them American law. You can't. Well, our laws protect our right to say what we want. You don't like it? Go back to your sissy country for all I fucking care. Go back to it, guys. Yeah, really. Go back to it. Because to me, I'm going to say like this. I live in a country where we have freedom of speech, where we have the freedom of the press, where I have the right to speak freely, which is great in this country, which is fucking awesome in this country. It is. It really is, guys. It is really fucking awesome. It is. It really is. But I tell you this much, guys. I tell you this much. As an American, I support the UK right wingers for speaking up. And those UK cops who are trampling on the right wingers, we know we got your face. We know who you are and what you look like. You ever show up here in America, we're gonna throw your ass in jail too. Don't don't think don't think that you can get away with it. Try that here in America. We're gonna throw your ass in jail for it. We literally are. Yeah, we literally are. We will literally throw your ass in jail. It's that simple. Yeah, and if you don't like it, stay in your own fucking country and don't fucking import third world. You import third world, you become third world. It's that simple. It pretty much is. You want to be like third world? Then go live in third world. Okay? Go live in a third world country. All right? Go live in third world Afghanistan or Iran. Okay? Even the UK women don't like seeing women wearing like the burqa or the hijab because that means that women over there don't even have equal rights. It's that simple. It's that simple, guys. It pretty much is. But anyway, that was a good show today, guys. That was a good show. That was a good show. That was, man. I tell you this, man, as a freedom loving American, I value freedom and liberty. I value like your right to speak freely. Whether you want to be like smart or intelligent or a dumbass, I value your right. I really do. I value your right to speak up. I value your right to speak freely. You have the God given constitutional right to say what you want, to speak freely, and to speak without fear of the government coming after you. You have that right. Okay? You have, in this country, even the left, I value your right to be a stupid idiot. Okay? I really do. I value your right to be a stupid idiot. But what I don't value is people wanting to trample your right. And that to me is un-American. That to me is basically saying F you. You know what I mean? Yeah, that is. But that's why I value freedom and liberty. And these commie thugs in the UK who are threatening and arresting right wingers for expressing their free speech, You have a home here in America. You have a home on alternative social media. Okay? You have a home. All right? You really do. You have a home. You have a home in this country to speak freely. You really do, guys. You really do. And I say this to all the UK right wingers over here. Get yourselves on alternative social media. Okay? Get yourselves on alternative social media platforms here. All right? Get yourself on encrypted social media where the government will have a hard time trying to crack it. Get yourself on that, guys. Get yourself on those, okay? Get yourself on Signal, okay? Telegram, okay? Get yourself on alternative social media platforms like Minds, MeWe, Gab, Getter, Rumble, Truth Social, where we will stand up for freedom and liberty and tell these countries we're not taking that content down because our laws, where our companies at, our American law applies. So if they want to have a hissy fit, a temper tantrum, go right ahead. And in fact, we'll just tell them like this. We'll just tell them like this. We'll cut off your access to Twitter, and then you want to create your own Twitter, the UK only Twitter. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Nobody is stopping you, people. Okay? Nobody is stopping you, people. All right? Nobody's ever. All right? Nobody. Okay? Well, that was really a good show, man. That was really a good show. That was, guys. And before we end the show, I want to give a quick synopsis and to let people know. The reason why I say I'm always diapered up is because I am in diapers because I am incontinent, and diapers do help me deal with my incontinence and IBS. And I'm not ashamed of saying I'm diapered up for y'all. I'm not, okay? I really am. So that's why I tell people that, all right? So, anyway, guys, I thank you guys for listening to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host. I will see y'all soon. Bye for now. You just listened to an episode of Nikki's World. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all soon. Bye for now.